Hey guys, this is a short video where I would like to show you some of the MCDU pages that are usually not modeled in Microsoft or in any flight simulator, but that we actually use on a regular basis. Now I would appreciate it if you only share this video with people that actually work on the A320 project. Thank you. So as you probably know, we get our flight plans sent via data link directly into the FMS, and our job as pilots is to cross-check what's in the FMS with what we have on the EFB. So of course you could just go onto the flight plan page and scroll through every single waypoint, but particularly on longer routes that will take a very long time. So luckily on the Airbus there's a bit of a shortcut on how to do this. So what we do is we go to data, then we press the arrow key, then pilot routes, and then we can actually store an active flight plan. And as you can see, this format is just like what we have on the EFB, with just the airways and the most important waypoints in between, which is a lot quicker to check. Now sometimes it happens that when we parked up, we are parked in a position where we do not have any data link signal. This can happen because we are just right next to a large terminal building, or just because of the location of the airport. It doesn't happen very often, but it does occasionally happen. And when this is the case, we obviously have to type in everything manually. And before we start doing anything, there is a data entry we need to do, which I'm going to show you now. What we do is we press MCDU ATSU AOC menu, and then we click on the miscellaneous page, and there we have a data entry page. And as you can see, we have the flight plan, the date, destination, and the departure airport, and all that needs to be filled in as a starting point before we start filling in flight plans, etc., etc. Next, I would like to show you the OOOI page. Essentially, on this page, the Airbus logs when we went block off, when we took off, when we touched down, and when we went block on. I usually print this page after every sector and use it to fill in my logbook. These times are calculated as follows. So once the aircraft moves faster than 7 knots, it is shown as a off-block time, and once the first cargo door is opened, it is shown as an on-block time. Sometimes at certain airports the pushback is quite slow, and then we start the engines, we go through the checklists, we request taxi clearance, and then we start taxiing. So it can there can be a bit of a discrepancy between when the Airbus thinks we had off-block and when we really had off-block. If this happens, we actually manually change the off-block time and send a message to the company giving them the reason as to why we did that. And finally, I'd like to show you something on the flight plan page. If you press to the altitude restriction, it opens a new page where you can see the estimated fuel on board, the extra fuel that we have, and you can also access the wind data. This can be very useful when cross-checking whether we have a fuel leak, see how we're doing in terms of fuel and time, and of course to see whether the winds are in our favor or not. So this was it, just a few pages. Obviously we've just scratched the surface, but I thought it might be of interest to you. If you need me to show you any other pages, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out. So I hope you found this useful. Until next time, bye bye.